Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this morning. Let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Drew Potter's Company, Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. And don't forget to get those presents taken by Saturday. They're going to take them up there. I'm going to try to go with them up there to Waller Elementary School. Really looking forward to that. Look, it's high today of 74, low of 58. So it's a pretty good weather day. It's going to be sort of stormy-like off and on in different parts, but the water temperature at the beach is off the pier is right at 67, just like it has been the last couple of days. Take a look at our river readings brought to us by Mountain Dew. On the outdoors with Mountain Dew. The Apalachicola of Bluntstown is reading this morning an even 5 foot. And look at the Choctawhatchee. The Choctawhatchee Caraville is a 4.4, but look at that little bump in it. That's interesting. I sort of looked at it this morning. I sort of got tickled. You could be inside of a room and don't know if it rains or anything, but all you got to do is go to river readings at the Choctawhatchee and see if it rained in the area. And sure enough, a day or two ago, got some rain, and you see what happens. So I really get a kick out of the Choctawhatchee river readings every day. The tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Looking at today's tides, like we mentioned yesterday, good, strong tides. The low is this morning at 11:05, so it's dropping out right now, and it's going to still dropping out strong. It's going to start coming in strong after about 12:16 midnight. It's going to be the high tide. So it's coming in all afternoon. We're going to have a wind coming out of west-northwest at about 12. So it's going to be strong right there. And it's got some little cooler weather coming, hopefully. And so, one thing about this wind, it keeps those sand gnats off of you. Okay, let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, folks. And on the phone, we haven't talked to them in a little bit, but we have Quarters Marina. What's going on? Tell folks who you are.
I'm Monty Vogue, and fishing's been pretty good here, both freshwater and saltwater.
Well, that's good to hear. You're telling about the commercial guys have had some really good luck on the.
Oh yeah, we've got a couple of commercial fishermen been tearing a red grouper up.
That's good. I know.
They've been trolling for gags and having pretty good luck there. And up in the river, I can't hardly keep worms and crickets in supply because they're buying so many.
There's the worms and the crickets, huh?
Yes, sir. They're tearing them up.
Well, I know y'all been like we've had some really good weather last couple of weeks. Y'all have had the same thing, haven't you?
Oh yeah, it's been beautiful here in the mid-70s and just wonderful weather.
That's great. So we can go down there. It's the beauty of that place. Go upriver, fresh water. Go out in the bay and salt water. How about the redfish and trout?
Oh, the trout's been great, but they're catching a lot of them that are just too short to keep. And the redfish has been pretty good, and they've even been catching sheephead up in the river.
Oh, that's good to hear. And talking about some really cool things going on. The famous Carabel Christmas Boat Parade. Tell us about tell us about it.
Yeah, we're going to have that this Saturday. This Saturday it'll be starting about dark, and I don't know how many boats we'll have. Usually have 15 to 25 somewhere in there, and they parade up the river and then turn around and go back out the other side of the river.
I wish I've got some previous engagements. If not, I would love to go down there and see it because that's just really cool.
Oh, yeah, and they're having a festival during the day with a bunch of vendors and everything. So it'll be a big day down here in Carabel next Saturday.
Well, we're looking forward. I'll send us some pictures, and we'll give you all a shout-out.
We sure will.
Monty, good talking to you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Talk to you later.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Always really cool things going on down in that area. It's always a lot of fun talking to folks and everything, and they're just doing a lot of cool things, okay? Now, let's get... Speaking of fishing, I didn't mention this in the fishing report last week. I said my bad, but flounder season is back in now. It opened back up on the last week. So in fact, I caught my eye. Some folks sending a picture of a flounder, and so flounder season is back in. They closed it for that little window of time while they're migrating out. Now it's back open, and there were some good catches of flounder. So keep that in mind. All right, we're going to go to some pictures. We're going to start off. Let's go to freshwater. Jamie Smelko Ross sent this to me. Caught some nice ones today, Winston Chester, so she tagged me in it. And you're talking about some nice ones. Check these out. Fishing on the river down there. Nice catches. Amy, and this lady here can fish, now I'm telling you. She's a fine fisherman. And on the river, it's so pretty this time of year. Look at that. I got a kick out of the dog. You can see now that fishing looks like they got a little worm box right there. This is a cool picture. This is Rick Beatenholtz. Rick and I went to school together from elementary to, and we graduated together. We stayed in contact. He still lives up there around Quincy. Has always loved to fish, and guess where he caught these at? It's stiff and ugly. Okay, he had a good day. He had 10 pounds. Okay, Rick Beatenholtz. His family came over from Sweden, or was it Switzerland? I think it was Switzerland. They came over when he was a young kid, and great guy. Good morning, Rick. Okay, Larry Brown. Now, this is interesting now. Larry, Choctawhatchee Bay North Shore Inlets was a very good tip. Remember on the fishing report last Friday, I was talking about those inlets, those little feeder canals and inlets, and that was a tip I gave, and Larry Brown took advantage of it. Caught this on top water Saturday afternoon. This was the first time out in months. He hasn't been feeling well, and let me just get a picture. Let me blow this picture up right here. Isn't that a nice fish off the northern part of Choctawhatchee Bay? Good job, Larry Brown. It's good to hear from you, and glad you're feeling better. Okay, let's see. I got to skip some of these. Okay, I show this every Christmas. I can't help it. My wife said go buy a Christmas tree and a tree stand, and now she looks all mad for some reason because he got a tree and he's got a stand. All right. Let's see. I've got okay. Let me. I've got several other things to talk about. One of the things. Let me go and take a break. I got something to set up, and we'll be right back after the break. Okay, welcome back. If you're like me and looking for Christmas presents and all, you just always keep seeing the same thing. It's hard to find something different and creative that you want to give to someone that you really think a lot of, you love very much. You want to give them something special. Well, we're going to show you some things all week and all, but today I'm going to show you something. This is coming from our own Jeff Peck, right there behind the camera there. Jeff takes great pictures, and he's got this idea he's put together. Got a little business just getting started, and he's got enough time now to do a few of them for Christmas. He's taking the pictures he's taken, great quality outdoor pictures of birds, and he's getting them put on canvas. And here's an example right here. Okay, check this out. Is that not cool? And I'm gonna give you his phone number now, 850-319-7905, and I'll repeat it. This is a 14 by 24. And that would make a great gift, and that would be $135. Then he's got two more. He's got these three birds he's taken. Check this one out. This is smaller size. This is 16 by 24. Isn't that beautiful? Check that out. Look at the clarity. I mean, that's canvas, folks. It's on canvas, and you can see the backside well framed and everything. And this one is $125. And then check this one out. This is vertical. If you want to hang a vertical one, these three right here. Is that not cool? You want something, a unique gift to give someone. They're tired of getting bow ties and socks and all. So this is great right here. This picture was taken by Jeff, and they got to put on canvas and blown up. And the number's 850-319-7905. Okay? Now, speaking of doing neat things, when I was teaching outdoor ed, I was always telling the students, they're all grown now, but I said, take some time and do some outdoor adventures, some safe adventures, but do some things sort of out of the box that you would enjoy and make sure it's safe and all. Well, I want to show you one. This is up here. This is a cool one. Tiara Pinkard was my student. This is from my mom, Carmen. Birthday weekend celebrating Tiara. She's 26 years old, folks. She did a cage shark dive at the Georgia Aquarium. So I'm going to show you. Here's Tiara right here. She's had that smile since she was born, I think. She's always had a smile. So here she is up in Atlanta at Georgia Aquarium. This is her adventure, outdoor adventure. But the shark dive here, they are in a tank going down in there. And I got to look at this, and I may do this. This looks cool. You see the sharks. This is from outside looking in. They got those big old sharks up there. Jeff, have you been to that place? No, I haven't either. But look at there. That shark looks like he's attacking. I got me scared when I saw that, but I was able to see her again. So Here she is. This is a selfie while she's in there. Carmen, I'm glad you showed this to us all. So anyway, that's a good outdoor adventure. Tiara Pinker, 26 years old. Hard to believe. Okay. All right, we got a couple more pictures. So I'm convinced my family tree has a deer stand in it. A lot of y'all can identify with that. Speaking of identify, I mentioned Steve Rogers the other day on the fishing stick. They call them sandhill sticks. His handcrafted rods. You can go ahead and call him. He may not get it finished by Christmas, but you can actually show it and just give him a card. Say you may be doing this. Okay. All right. All right. Now, I'm gonna read this. This is really good. Okay. I just want to tell you how much we enjoy your program. We live in Opp, Alabama, and get up every morning to watch your program. My husband served as a pastor of First United Methodist Church in Weewall for 8 years, and the Panhandle of Florida holds a very special place in our hearts. We appreciate each and every show and all you have done as a coach and continue to do in Bay County. Is there any way we can get a copy of the words to the song you played by Billy Sanford this morning? This was last Thursday. It describes how we both feel about the area and especially old Florida. May you celebrate the true meaning of Christmas as we rejoice in the birth of Jesus. And I was saying, and this is from Sharon Holmes, and the song was This Old Florida Sand. But anyway, thank you so much, Sharon. Make sure, I know you're watching this morning. If you did not get my reply to that, let me know, and I will go ahead and send it to you again. I've been back and forth in touch with Billy. I'm gonna get him to come on the show. We got to get our schedules together. He's gonna come on the show. He's done some more songs too, some really good songs about the local areas that I know you're gonna all appreciate. In fact, here it is right here. This Old Florida Sand. Okay, here I showed it to you last week, but that's it right there. So we wanted to, and also you can see it on YouTube. Let me see. I don't want to show a lot of my game camera stuff. I know sometimes everybody. It gets boring sometimes, but every now and then I get a picture I get a kick out of. This was the night before last or a couple nights ago. Here's the deer right here, and look at the raccoons. I've got more raccoons than deer. They just looking at each other. They're staring each other down, but it's sort of funny, and I get a kick out of it. Now, I also had a question. One of my viewers asked me, what app do I use when I do the Friday fishing report over here on the screen? What app do I use? I'm going to show you. Let's see. It's called Google Earth, okay? This is the name over here, Google Earth. I press it in. It's Google Earth. And what I like about Google Earth, it can go anywhere. This is up in Mississippi. We've been all over the place. But anyway, you can just search for different areas and all, Appalachia Bay, and and it'll go wherever you want to go. And boom, there's Appalachia Bay right there. And also, I told them, when you zoom in, I was up here, where's my property? Up somewhere around Alpha. But remember when the storm hit really bad and knocked all the trees down? There's 2 eggs. So you can see below Ochisi Landing. But what I was going to tell you, I'm going to have to find it. I'll try to find it during the break. But what is so, when you zoom in on it, it's called Google Earth, but when you zoom in, it actually shows the trees laying down that have been blown over by Hurricane Michael. So I thought, that was a very good satellite imagery, and also I wanted to check out the state park. I haven't checked it. I may check it out during break. The state park in St. Joe, see how it's coming along in its reconstruction. And if any of y'all been down there lately, I haven't been there in the last month or two about looking. So I know they should be getting ready to open up. Hopefully this coming summer. Hopefully. All right, let's take our final break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at the fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. We're looking at a time this morning, 2:42 to 4:42, but in the middle of the afternoon, 3:10 to 5:10. So that's some cool times there. We talk about duck season every year, and especially this time of year because the ducks are really moving strong. And I've received some really good duck reports, which I've passed on to you here locally. But I can't help but I go ahead and check the duck migration map and check it in. I I enjoy this so much. And I checked it out last night and see all these little blue images on the map. See, folks, a lot of these appeared last night. I mean, over the weekend, I guess. But anyway, I want to zoom in and look at here. We're going to get a report. Each one of these reports sent in a Ducks Unlimited as to what's going on in the area. So look at here. Here's one in Panama City. I think this might be one of the first ones I've ever done from Panama City. So I'm going to hit on it. Okay, it says that's coming from Callaway, Florida. Okay, it says view, loading, and then what it says, it has comments, lots of bufflehead coming in here in the Callaway, from the Callaway hunters. Okay, so I want to go back. I'll go back to, they jumped the other way. Let me close this out. I want to show one more report coming in over here. Look at here, just Mississippi Flyway. I won't spend a lot of time on it. Let's look at Mobile Bay from Lillian, Alabama. Let's see. Very few birds at South Bays, but a few buffleheads. Okay, and then we'll do one more. Let's go over here. This is because this is toward Lake Seminole. All hunters over on Lake Seminole from Bainbridge, Georgia, and I'll review it. And it's saying temperature not provided. Let's see, comments. Bunches of teal, and it came in not much of anything on the lake. So this is this past week. Anyway, I won't spend a lot more time on that. The thing I wanted to make sure of, that you understand that a lot of ducks are around here in different areas. Though I read some more last night. One of the guys, I like to talk about that Mississippi Flyway, and some guys hunting it and said the biggest thing is just trying to get an area that don't have a lot of pressure. If you can find some areas that don't have a lot of pressure, then you're going to be really good. That's the Mississippi Flyway, and I wanted to talk about it. Okay, now, this is interesting. It was changing courses to, let's go from hunting to snorkeling and looking for scallops, okay? So y'all still with me. Last summer, and even the summer before last, but especially last summer, we were out there in St. Joe Bay, and I kept seeing a lot of urchins, a lot of those little spiny sea urchins, and I never have liked those things, and I've always often wondered to myself while I was out there, you think all kinds of things, you're out there swimming by yourself looking for scallops. I thought, what's the purpose of these things here? They're sticky and everything. I don't see them. There's no food on them. What's the purpose? I always often, so anyway, I'd never messed with it because I figured nature has a place for everything. So, but that's not necessarily true, because you start talking about coyotes and the different kind of lionfish and those kind of things that really are detrimental. Well, the sea urchins will find out a problem. Okay, I'm going to read. This is from St. Andrew Bay Watch. Look at this. A group of 46 amazing volunteers worked at St. Joe Bay searching for urchin roundup event. Now, I didn't get the memo. I would have passed it on to you. But check this out. FWC should have told us that, really. During the roundup, volunteers collected a whopping 100 5-gallon buckets of urchins. That is over 23,900 sea urchins. They collected them in 5-gallon buckets. Now, what did they do with them? Well, it goes on to say, check this out now. Scallops are not as abundant in recent years as they have been in the past. Algae blooms more frequent. The acreage of seagrass beds has decreased dramatically, especially in the southern end. That's where we are. Seagrass beds in the bay are dominated by turtle grass. And it goes on to talk about limited predators, the overabundance of sea urchins. Right here, that's top sentence right there. They don't have any predators. So it's an overabundance of sea urchins is contributing to the destruction of turtle grass beds. They're eating all the food. How about that? So anyway, they released them in deeper waters of the bay at a distance from grassy areas. So that's interesting. I'm going to show you a picture. There's a picture of them. They gathered them up this past Saturday, and I just thought that was really interesting. So that tells me the damage. I didn't know the damage. The sea urchins aren't damaging the scallops, but what they're doing, they're eating the grass, eelgrass and all, and that's where the scallops reproduce and hide and all. And therefore, if they can't hide, they'll have predators on them, and they have a lot more predators than a sea urchin. And I've got a close-up shot here of what a sea urchin. Here's what it looks like. They're ugly. Now look at that. I see them out there. I told Gail last year, I came up one time, I said, this place is full of sea urchins. And sure enough, it was. So if they release that many, they're just not that many. It's just a situation where there's no food on them, and they will stick you. And by the way, I looked up this last night also. Those needles that stick out, if they become embedded, where you reach in, and I last year my hands got sore from going through the grass, and I'd hit one, but I never got actually poked by one. But there are documented cases where you get infection. You can really get some serious infection if that prong will stick into your skin or into your skin. It does have a little poison on it. There's nothing like a fatality or anything, but you can get some serious infection, and it's been documented. So anyway, just wanted to pass that on to you. It's something I sort of was not aware of, to have many, that many out there. So thank you for the St. Joe Bay people, Bay watching, all taking care of doing that. And next time, y'all let us know, and we'll join y'all in the, what was it called? Searching for urchins and moving them. So anyway, wraps up the show tomorrow. Special guest coming in. We're going to get Brad Stevens from coming in from Sunjammers. Hadn't been here in a long time, so looking forward to that. Y'all have a great day today. Do something good for your fellow man. Enjoy our great outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.